This weekend starred the MAPPA Stage 10th anniversary event, a 5-hour stage event featuring a few announcements, voice actor chats and games. And as is becoming more common, especially in the wake of the pandemic, this was also streamed on their YouTube channel. In Japan, this was broadcast from 3 PM to 8 PM, prime viewing hours. But the amount of viewers was far more than expected for an event like this. In fact, for most of the stream, it was hitting over 100,000 concurrent viewers, largely made up of people from outside of Japan, despite featuring no English translation, and they were all waiting for a first look at the upcoming Chainsaw Man anime. To call Chainsaw Man the most anticipated anime series would be an understatement. It helps that the manga has been available to read for free on Manga Plus, and that the story has enough twists to keep the conversation going for a while. But what I didn't expect is that the series would have so much excitement that it would encourage people to sit through what is generally a really dull livestream. Anime events can be painful, and they're often focused at people who want to see their favourite voice actors live, and so what you're getting is generally going to be quite vapid. For an anime about a bunch of high schoolers, you can probably expect about an hour of it to be dedicated to asking the voice cast about what clubs they were in at school, or what they usually brought in for lunch. There also might be quizzes about what things they remember from the series, and it will all end with some sort of new merchandise announcement. If you're lucky, there will be a new trailer for a sequel, or maybe a live music performance, but generally you're going to be waiting for hours to get this. I'm not saying that the voice actor chats and quizzes and other time fillers aren't a good idea, they're exactly what a certain live audience is looking for after all. But Chainsaw Man proved that there are people willing to tune in with the hopes of an E3-like blowout. In 2013, Nintendo replaced their stage events with Nintendo Directs. It was basically all of the information from their live show, but without any of the middle bits, and generally never went over an hour. At the time, people were skeptical. E3 was all about the big stages, the lights, the floating Forza car, but thanks to Nintendo, all other E3 presentations became snappier and to the point. And in 2020, every company was making digital presentations. One of the important parts of these is that they weren't actually live. Being pre-recorded meant that they could translate all of the information and wouldn't risk any hiccups or delays. Basically, it wouldn't waste anyone's time. And because of this, fans are always eagerly awaiting new directs, fetching millions of viewers live. Other companies have tried to enter the global event stage in the same way as Nintendo, but often in an attempt to do both at once. They want to do the live stage, but also have it streamed overseas. But this often means having a live interpreter, which will always lack the impact of a dub or subtitles, especially when it comes to translating rapid conversations. This was what both Dragon Quest and Netflix Anime's first event tried to go for. By the time the MAPPA stream actually got to Chainsaw Man, it had dipped below 100,000 viewers as it got later and later in the night for those in the United States and Latin America. This should be a wake-up call for all anime event organisers. You absolutely can bring in hundreds of thousands of viewers, but at least for the big announcements, people don't want their time wasted. In the past, everyone was trapped in a big hall. They had no choice but to wait for the end to see the big reveals. But these days, they can just go to bed or play a game until it's time for the trailers they're actually waiting for. For anime events to strive globally, they need to be streamed at waking hours for both the US and Japan, be pre-recorded for the sake of accurate and convenient translations, and try to keep things snappy and short. In 2013, we realised that the mystique of watching things happen live wasn't all it was chalked up to be, and I feel anime could learn a lot from the Nintendo Direct, much like the rest of the games industry did. Thanks for watching OTAQUEST in Japan. Feel free to subscribe to find out more about the art and creation of Japanese pop culture.